your reflections on today's match?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously pleasing to get the win, and I think at the end there we had set ourselves up nicely with 5 overs to go. Obviously the rain came in, and that was the reason for bowling first today, knowing that it's slightly an advantage with rain around. But I think the way our spinners in particular, with Eden and Fran too, they were exceptional. It was a pretty tough conditions out there with bowlers having to bowl into the wind, so I thought the ones that did, they stepped up, and that's a hard job to do, and probably the ones bowling downwind more get the rewards. But I thought we bowled pretty good areas. It seems to be that we're keeping them to around 137, which for us I think is a score that we want to keep teams under 140 to chase. But yeah, it's just nice to get the win.
And also comment on the fielding. There was some really sharp fielding from all of the Auckland girls, Melie, Fran and Izzy. Yeah, I know you guys were working on fielding this week, so do you think that that translated well into this game?
Yeah, I think Izzy's energy in particular was outstanding in the field. I mean, there were still some chances put down, and I probably didn't get us off to the best start with dropping the first catch of the game. But then I thought Fran turned it around really nicely with that catch at short 45 of a screamer. So I think that gave a lot of energy to the group, and yeah, there were some really good bits, and I thought the energy we had as a team, we hustled through and we celebrated each other's success really well. So that was pleasing, and yeah, I was really happy with the energy and how we got around each other.
And what were the conversations like with Susie out there when you guys were batting together and the rain or the clouds were kind of coming in and you knew you had to keep yourselves above the DLS?
I guess we didn't talk about it too much with the rain coming round. It was kind of about getting the job done as if we were going to play the full 20. I think she wanted to know how much it would affect us if we did lose a wicket. But then apart from that, it was more around, I guess, hot spots. The wind got pretty strong out there, so there were some ends that were probably looking to target their bowlers bowling into the wind and try and milk the other ones that were bowling downwind. So those were probably more the conversations and around shot options and using the wind to our advantage. But yeah, obviously pleasing to get the win, the rain coming in there, but I think we had set ourselves up nicely too had it gone the full 20.
And as you say, pleasing to get the win, do you think that's the little jolt of energy the team needs to move into the ODIs and continue on that momentum?
Yeah, I think obviously winning helps, and it builds belief each time you win. But I think the most pleasing thing from today was probably the energy we had as a group out there in the field, and if we can carry that through to the 50 over matches when it's a bit longer and you want to stay up for longer, because there are times where the other teams are going to be on top, but if you can kind of keep that energy up throughout the whole innings, when you're on top, it's always easier to keep that going. But we've got some class players in this group, more people are stepping up, so the ODI series is going to be exciting, and there's a lot to play for with championship points.
And lastly, you debuted as captain today. How did you find it out there? Was a lot of work?
Yeah, I mean, I feel fortunate that last summer I got the opportunity to captain the Wellington Blaze, and yeah, definitely before the game it was something, I don't really get nervous for cricket, but I was more nervous today having to captain, because you know, they're your mates and you want to do well for them, and you can have quite an impact on how the game runs out being captain. So I just wanted to do a good job, but yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot more thinking going on compared to when I'm not captaining, but I enjoyed the challenge, and it was a really nice opportunity for me. So yeah, it's a hard job, but it's an enjoyable one.